Hi, I'm Giana reporting for Kids First, and today I have the opportunity to speak with actress Emma Berman, who voices Giulia in the upcoming Disney movie Luca. Emma is best known for her role as Winifred Wings in the TV show Go Go Cory Carson, as well as original feature film, which is a coming of age story about one young boy experiencing an unforgettable summer filled with gelato, pasta, and endless scooter rides. Thank you for talking with me today.
Oh, of course.
Let's get started. What attracted you to the role of Giulia?
I mean, other than the fact that it's a literal Disney-Pixar movie, I could relate to Giulia because, like, of her traits. She's determined and she's hardworking and she's sometimes intense, but she's also charming and quirky and awkward and goofy, and she's very outgoing and she's pretty joyful, just like me.
Well, it's good that you can relate to your character and have a good time at the same time because, it's a movie and you want to have
Yes,
fun with it.
definitely.
You are very convincing as a girl from Italy. How did you prepare for this role?
Well, for the audition, I worked with my dialogue coach, Bettina Devon. She helped me a lot with not only the acting, but also with the Italian pronunciation. And then after I got the part, I went to my local Italian restaurant, and there I got the phone number of one of the waiters, and I had Zoom calls with him where he was teaching me a little bit of Italian, some of the basics like your name, your age, and just so I could get a feel for the language and kind of the melody. And he also introduced me to an actual Italian language teacher. And so I worked with her too. And I also used Babbel and Duolingo. Those are some two apps that I used to learn Italian. And so I just kind of did a little bit of research to get a little more immersed in the language and understand the melody.
Well, it's nice that you could get help to learn Italian to prepare for this role.
Yeah.
In what ways are you alike or different from Giulia?
I think that, I mean, we're alike in so many ways, but I guess for differences, I think I'm a little bit more of a scaredy cat than she is. I scream when I see a spider. I feel like she is a pretty more fearless character. And so one of the most challenging things was when she had to scream when she got scared, and it was kind of hard for me to portray how a fearless character would scream, like how she would portray her fear. And so that was kind of hard for me to do because naturally I would just do like this high pitched scream, but she wouldn't do it like that. So it took me a lot of tries of screaming.
Well, it's cool that you can, you're not always going to relate to your character.
Right,
Because
there's always some differences.
yeah, always some differences. Julia's new friends turn out to be very different from her. How do you think those differences affect their friendship?
Well, they're really all outsiders and underdogs. Giulia, she's not very popular. She doesn't have many friends. And Luca and Alberto are so different because they're sea monsters. So they're very, very different characters. And in that sense, they can kind of come together and bond through not being very popular, not having very many friends. And they just bond being underdogs together. And I think it's very important to have differences in friendships because you learn so much from people that are opposite of you.
Yeah, they became friends because they're underdogs. So, of course it will affect their relationship in a good way.
Yeah.
In addition to doing voiceover acting, you are a theater actress too. What are the main differences between voice acting in a film like Luca versus performing in a live theater?
That's a good question. Well, I guess one of the main differences is that when you're performing live on theater, you get to work with your other actors. I mean, you're side by side having scenes together. And when you're doing voiceover, or at least my experience with this film, I didn't get to meet my fellow co-stars. So that was definitely one of the major differences is not being able to work with the other actors. But in theater, it's all about a big community and everybody is a part of a large ensemble that comes together to form the show.
Well, since it's COVID, you might not work with most of the people now, but it's good that you can work with them in theater because you can just connect with them and
Yeah.
feel their energy. What was your most fun memory that you had working on this film?
The whole experience was really fun. I guess something that was fun and stressful at the same time was kind of being my own sound engineer because I was recording everything and I was sending it back to Pixar. And that was kind of fun because I got to learn a little bit more about that. But it was also kind of stressful because, like, what if I lost the take or something? But that was pretty fun. And honestly, the fact that I'm in a Disney Pixar movie is unbelievable. It's really fun. It's crazy, and never in a million years would I ever imagined that I'm in a Disney Pixar movie.
This experience, if this was me in this experience, this would just been the best part.
Yeah. Just the fact that you have this experience in your back pocket and that this all happened, that's just like the craziest, most fun part for me.
How is Luca different from any other roles you have played before?
Well, this is my first film. This is my first movie, so it's definitely different because it's longer. I voiced a little animated character in a Netflix show called Go Go Cory Carson. I'm in in one of the episodes in the fourth season, and I voiced a little airplane called Winifred Wings. And Winifred had a British accent, so that was pretty different for me. I didn't get to work with any of the actors for that one too, so that's kind of how they're similar. Um, I mean, really, acting is all in the emotions and in the intentions and reacting to other lines. So in that sense, it's all pretty similar. But there's so many different kinds. Like I've been auditioning a lot for like TV shows and movies, and that's definitely really different. But I'd have to say the major difference between voiceover and at least like on camera things is that your expressions have to be really big for voiceover because they have to come through in the line and you can't see what the face looks like. So all of your intentions and everything that you're doing on your face has to be seen in the voice. But then when you're doing it on camera, the camera's like right on your face and every little movement is visible. So it's definitely been hard for me to adjust to that.
Well, it's nice to have a different variety of stuff so
Definitely.
you can build up your acting more.
Yes.
There's lots of pasta being eaten in this movie. How much pasta do you normally eat, and did this make you want to eat more of it?
This definitely made me want to eat a lot of pasta. I would say at least once a week I have pasta for dinner. So not too often, but it's not rarely that I have it. I love making pasta at home and experimenting with different sauces that I could make, like with tomatoes or ricotta or with lemon even. It's really fun to explore different sauces and make different pastas. So I do have it pretty often and it's very delicious.
Well, this movie definitely made me want pasta even more.
Yeah.
And finally, what message do you want the audiences to take away from this film?
There's so many absolutely incredible messages in this film, but I'd say that what I really want audiences to take away from it is that they should Silencio Bruno, which is Bruno is that voice in your head who's telling you, no, you can't do this. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. Don't do this. And you should silence that voice because if you silence Bruno, if you Silencio Bruno, then you can meet new friends, go on adventures. And I think it's definitely still important to have a little bit of Bruno because you still want to be safe. So I think what audiences should take away from this is go enjoy life and go explore the world.
Yes, that's a great message, and I think everyone needs to say Silencio Bruno.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for talking with me today.
It was very nice meeting you. Thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you. I just talked with Emma Berman about the new Disney movie, Luca, which comes out on June 18th, 2021, exclusively on Disney+. Be sure to check it out. I'm Giana reporting for Kids First, and make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss my next interview or review or one of those of my awesome team members. Bye!
Silencio Bruno!
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you!
Good! Now hang on!
Silencio Bruno!
What's wrong with you, You do it now. Just say the thing.
What's wrong with you, stupido?